All right, welcome Hurricane fans to the Rotunda at Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy. Hal Wiley with Hank Brady and Bill Bryant. Boys, today's going to be a little different.
Yes.
It's breakfast with the Canes here at the Rotunda, but we don't have a game
No
tonight.
game today.
No
game
tonight.
tomorrow in Florida.
Bill-
In Brunswick against Madison County, Florida.
Bill, tell them what the craziness is this weekend.
Well, you know, Hal, it is a crazy weekend. We'll have a Saturday game.
Yep.
But I tell you, I don't think our fans realize the importance of this.
Yeah.
For your team to be invited to a weekend classic, playing
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 7 teams. This event is put on by Baker Sports and
Yep.
Under Armour. It's a way of promoting our program. It's a way of promoting our community to that area of the state and the
Yep.
Jacksonville area. I understand it's going to be televised on a Jacksonville TV station. So once again, we're always looking to promote our program and our community, and I don't know of a better way of doing it than what we're fixing to get involved with down there. It's much like the Corky Kell Classic
Yep.
that
Yes.
they have up in the
Yep.
Atlanta area. It's just one for Southeast Georgia, I should say, involving Florida schools against Georgia schools.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Hank, what do you think about how does the team respond to something like this? Well, I mean, we've played on TV. This
Yes, we
group of
have.
guys have played on TV. This will be the third time. This is old hat to our players. How does this affect the typical team, and how do you think it's going to affect us?
Well, I could see where the typical team, you're getting out of your routine a little bit.
Yep.
Playing on a Saturday at 1 o'clock, so your week is a little bit different. So I could certainly see how it could affect some teams, maybe coming out a little bit sluggish, maybe not being quite ready to go at a 1 o'clock
Yep.
kickoff for a high school team. But with us, we've played in a lot of big ball games over the years. We've played in televised games. We played at different times of the day, when it was necessary. So, one thing about our coaches, Coach Pruitt and his staff, preparation is always number one. And I feel like we'll be prepared. I feel like we certainly need to be prepared. This is going to be a very good football team we're running against. I won the state championship in single A down in Florida 4 out of the last 5 years. Coach Gamble came by early and we asked, were they rebuilding? And he said, no, they are not rebuilding. They have a very good football team. So, it's going to be a good test for us to see sort of where we are. We've already played 3 ball games and played 2, in my opinion, 2 really good football teams. We were able to come out on top of both of those, but we're going to certainly need to play well. And I think we'll be ready. I really do. I think we'll come out firing on all cylinders, and I think we'll be ready.
Bill, this team, this group of seniors have played through COVID.
Yep.
They've played a season through all that mess. We've had reschedules, and like Hank said, we've played at different times. We played on different days. Didn't we play on I don't know. We had 1 or 2 games that was just all over the place. So
Yep.
I don't know if you can rattle these guys. Just the thing that I worry about is that 4 out of 5 state championship
Yes.
from this
Yes.
other team.
Yeah, they're a good football team. Those kind of communities, you like to use the word, they've got a good program.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not a group of guys that came through on a particular year.
Yeah.
We win a state championship, and you don't hear anything from them later.
Yeah.
But Madison, Florida is a community and a school system that has a program.
Yep.
And I think we've got a program.
Yep.
Yes, we
and
do.
we're going to continue to win with the setup we've got now, much like them. But Hal, it's going to be a challenge.
Yep.
Madison, Florida is a team that I've heard of all
Yeah,
my
yes.
broadcasting career. A lot of their head coaches have made their way up to to Georgia from Florida and had success up here too. Going to be fun. I like the 1 o'clock start.
Yep.
And I like that because of the weather issues that we've seen all week, afternoon thunderstorm.
Yes.
Hopefully we can get our game in and not having to deal with a 7:30 type or late afternoon weather that I think they're experiencing in that area, in the Brunswick area, like we are here.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we definitely good in the rain. We just don't like that lightning. That's the big thing.
That's
Hey,
right. The rain doesn't bother us. But,
every breakfast with the Canes so far this year, we've by moving out here, we've had the ability to highlight a certain area of our high school,
Yes.
and sort of show off a little bit. And this morning's no different. We've got Miss Joni here with us, who's our chorus teacher, and we're gonna talk a little bit about chorus here.
That
Y'all-
sounds
y'all
good
up for
to me.
that?
I certainly am. I'm ready to talk about some chorus. And right quick, I made a promise to my wife this morning, a
Ooh.
shout out to Miss Brady's 2nd grade class. They're listening
Ooh.
to us this morning.
Man, we need it. we need to give them a big shout out every morning.
Singing lessons for myself and you
Yeah,
this
yeah, oh
morning too,
yes,
Hank?
yeah. But me, you, and Hal are gonna get a quick singing lesson. We'll be
Okay.
ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna sing the national anthem come about
Ooh.
12:30 tomorrow
Oh,
before the ball game.
Oh, no.
All right, well, just stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Breakfast with the Canes. All right, Hurricane fans, we're back at the Rotunda at Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy. Breakfast with the Canes. Hank, looking forward to a big game tonight. But
Yes.
before we do that, let's talk to Miss Joni Paget, here, our chorus teacher at Fitzgerald High School. Miss Joni, thank you for taking the time to talk to us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you don't have a class first block, am I right?
I do not. I
Okay,
have
so
planning.
this was
Okay.
perfect.
Very
This was
nice,
perfect.
yes.
So you can come talk to us every
Friday.
Every Friday morning. if you
Yes.
want.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
Miss Joni, I know COVID has really wreaked havoc on our program. It's been tough on us because back when it was spreading like it was, singing is probably one of the worst things you can do to spread any kind of disease. And we sort of had to shut down for a little while, but we're back going now.
We are back and running at full speed.
What kind of participation are you getting? Because after you go down a little while, you got to get them back in the fold.
Right. Well, my kids, right now the numbers are a little bit smaller, but I have a lot of kids that are excited and ready to join. And we are currently having a sponsorship drive.
Okay.
And hopefully that's going to help a lot too to get our chorus back up and get all of our costumes back in stock
Yep.
and get ready for competition season and festivals.
Well, Hank, being in a small town, the small town always steps up when
That's
there's
right.
when there's a need. And
Sure
talk to us a little bit about the sponsorship drive and what folks can do to help.
Okay, so our sponsorship drive is to help for costumes
Mm-hmm.
and any other expenses for chorus and show choir. So a lot of people probably are unaware of the expenses that are behind it.
Yep.
And we are a small school, and whenever we go to compete at these show choir competitions, there are no divisions as far as how big the school is.
So there's no 6A,
There is
5A.
no 6A.
Everybody against
Everybody
everybody.
is
That
together.
doesn't seem quite fair.
And I will tell you this, we do hold our own at competition.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
a smaller school. We're competing against 6A schools.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, we're usually up in the top 5,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is huge whenever you're competing from 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
So that's several choirs, and we usually hold our own. And yeah, so if you do want to be a sponsor, you can email me at joni.paget@benhillschools.org. You can also find us on the school website.
Mhm.
And we also have a Facebook page that we update regularly, and that is Fitzgerald High School Choral Department on Facebook.
Okay.
We also have a website. So anybody who is interested in donating anything, any little bit helps. If you want to sponsor a student, it's going to be around $350.
Right.
But again, every little bit helps.
That's right. That's right. Well, my son Drew had the opportunity to play in the band because when the show choir goes to these competitions, you have to have a live band, or you can have a live band. Am I right there?
It is required
It
to
is
have
required.
a live band.
Okay, so that was, he got to see, Drew is definitely not the performer, but he enjoys playing, but he got to talk to me about, what all it took and what all your guys go through, your guys and girls go through to be prepared. So, talk a little bit about preparing for one of those shows, because I've been in your room, and one of my favorite things to do, and you're on the other side of the building now, but when we were at the old school, I guess that is something I like about the old
Yeah.
school. But I get to walk by, and they're in there rocking, and you
Yes.
stick your head in, and the preparation that goes into preparing for one of those contests. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so we actually start preparing now, and our competition season starts in February.
Right.
So at the moment, I am currently working with 2 choreographers. One is a character actor in Disney World.
Okay.
So I work with him, and I also have a new choreographer out of, let's see, he is out of Michigan, actually. So we're
goodness.
working with 2
Yes.
choreographers. They're nationally known. My younger one, who is out of Michigan, he's from a national award-winning group. So I'm already communicating with these guys, and
Yeah.
we are putting together a theme. A show theme generally has about 5 songs,
Right.
and we have to get all of our music arranged by composers. We
Yep.
have to get copyright permissions. So we're already putting in the work. We're working with costume designers. So we have costumes designed specifically for our
Yeah.
students.
Yeah.
So when we go to competition, Fitzgerald High School will be the only group wearing those outfits.
Right. Right. That's cool.
And also, again, we're putting together a band.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm getting together professional musicians for our pit band. We get
Yeah.
judged on our pit band.
Yeah.
And in the past, the last time we competed, our pit band was the smallest band. However, we scored the highest.
Right.
Very nice.
So
That's cool.
we have a pretty good pit band. I'm usually on keyboard, and
Yeah.
you know, we got Drew on bass and Jason Jordan on guitar. He's a regular. He's been
Yeah.
playing with me for years. So I'll be sure to be giving him a call too. So
I love JoJo. He scares the children, but once you get to know him, he's
Oh, my kids love JoJo. They love him.
Well, you mentioned it a minute ago, but one thing that I like, and you know, before your competitions, you always put on a show where the public can come watch, and one thing I like about it is you said there's a theme.
Right.
So if you're paying attention, there's a message in those 5 songs, and that's
Absolutely.
pretty cool, and I guess that's by design.
It is. It is. The last show that we had was called Be the Change. And we try to bring back styles from, you know, all eras. So we opened up with Land of Confusion. So anybody who's a Genesis fan, they
Yep.
saw that. We closed with a Toby Mac song. And so that was great. This year's theme, I'm not sure if I should go ahead and reveal that.
Well, that's up to you now.
That's right.
We like to break news on here.
Yes.
We can do it later, or we can do it now.
That's right.
I
That's
will
right.
give you a hint. If you like the movie Inside Out,
Okay.
you may be interested in this show. But
right.
again, you'll have to pay close attention to
Yeah.
the songs that
Okay.
we're working on.
Well,
to give the message.
I've got one question. I mean, does this sort of build up into one big competition at the end of the season, or do you have several different competitions that you go to?
So that's a good question. Show choir is it is a national thing. So whenever we compete, mostly we stay in the southeast, and it's huge in the Midwest. Whenever I do my professional learning, I actually have to travel to Ohio because it's not a lot of professional learning in
Right.
the southeast. However, we generally choose whatever competitions we want to go to.
Okay.
And this year I've chosen Lakeside. That is a Georgia one.
Okay.
There are only 2 in Georgia. And I've also chosen Tift County. So that's
Oh.
a newer one.
Okay, good.
And we fared well at that one in the past too. But normally we'll go to Auburn, Alabama, Opelika, Alabama. There's some in Mississippi as well. So that's as close as we get. There is a Show Choir Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee.
Right.
So if we choose to go to the national competition, we'll be competing with choirs from all over the United
Right.
States.
That's cool.
Well, with all this travel, hey, folks need to step up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sponsor. We need
Right,
to,
that's
hey,
right.
break out your checkbooks and get in touch with
We-
Joni and see if we can't help out these kids in the course program.
We do it for football. We do it for baseball
Yes.
and tennis. And
I was
we
going to
gotta
say,
do
we
it.
want to help the kids in chorus too, so let's
That's
all
right.
let the community step up and help these kids.
That's right. Well, Miss Joni, is there anything else we need to talk about this morning that I may not have asked about?
We do have a winter concert coming up in December.
Okay. All right.
And we are trying to move to a program where we pre-sell all of our tickets.
Okay.
So people should be looking out online on the Facebook page and the school website and the newspaper for a way to buy tickets that we're going to pre-sell. Hopefully, we'll also have an event in November called Acapella Fest.
Okay.
And we are going to host and invite students from all over the state of Georgia to participate.
Very nice.
And we have a nationally known director coming in, and he happens to be my best friend. His students have second place in the world
Okay.
in acapella.
All right.
If
Are you going to show off our theater? Are you going to show off a little bit?
Absolutely going to show
Yes.
off our school and theater.
Good.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got a quick story. So we do the band camp.
Yes.
And I was trying to promote the band camp, so I had one of our mutual friends, Joel Jones, come over and spend some time with some of our guitar class. And he went in the guitar class, and we had a good visit there. And I said, "Hey, you know Joni pretty well, don't you?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, she's right here." Or I texted her, and anyway, she said, "Come on by." So we stopped by, and I'm gonna tell you how cool show choir kids are. We walked in the door. And they started like, "What you got in that case? Is that a guitar? Can you play it? Play us a song." I mean, it was just like bang, 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 bang. And within 2 minutes, he was sitting on one of the risers. They were surrounding him, and they were all singing at the top of their lungs,
Making
having a
harmonies.
big time.
Very nice.
And Joe was like, "I
Very
love
nice.
these guys." So,
Very
I'm
nice.
a little biased, but I kind of love them.
yeah,
Yes.
they're really
Yes.
cool kids, and they everybody, you know, Coach Pruitt said it, you know, earlier this year. Not everybody, you know, can throw a football and catch a
That's
football or want to.
That's exactly right.
And a lot of people don't.
These kids have
everybody-
different interests.
And that's the beautiful thing
Yes.
about this facility, and I think Joni will agree. Our kids, if they want to succeed in anything, You can find it in this building.
Yes.
You got to want to, though.
That's right.
So,
And every kid needs a place to belong.
That's
and
right.
they
Without a
offer
doubt.
that.
and we
Without
offer
a
that.
doubt.
So, we've got our issues.
Yes.
But we've got a great place to work and learn here. So,
Yeah. And I will tell you this too, we do have kids that are in show choir, chorus, and football.
yep.
And, you know, I've taught in quite a few schools, and I will tell you this, that our football coaches do a great job of working
Yep.
with me and just supporting each other, and that's something that I really appreciate
Yep.
about this school.
Yep.
Very good.
Cool. Well, Ms. Joni, thank you for taking the time this morning. Go back and get the planning
Yes.
for your second block. But that's Braps with the Canes this morning. We're going to take a short break and have the head Hurricane his own self here, and we're going to talk a little football about tomorrow's game at 1 o'clock. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, Hurricane fans, we're back at the Rotunda Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy with Breakfast with the Canes. Hank, good show so far this morning.
Yes. We want to thank Joni Paget for coming and visiting with us. And,
Now,
and we were serious. We need to get a big crowd to come out and support
Yep.
these kids in the course.
Yep, and you know, we talk about it every single week. The success of a program, the success of a pathway, a class is all built around the instructor. If the instructor is passionate or the coach is passionate, it works. It seems to work a lot better.
No
So,
doubt about it.
Well, Coach, thank you for taking the time to talk to us this morning. We fixing to talk some football. A little different situation this week. We play on a Saturday, but like we said a minute ago, these kids have played. This group of seniors have played under all kind of crazy scenarios. I don't think you can shake those guys with schedule changes and things like that. But let's talk about how preparation has been this week.
Well, you know, really, there is no normal. You know,
Yeah.
we have lightning delays.
I agree.
and
Without
so,
a doubt.
So we don't really have any routines,
Yep.
and so we can't get off of a
Yeah.
routine if you don't have one.
That's
So
right.
This week we've tried to keep it business as usual.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a Saturday game, so we gave the kids off. Monday was a holiday, and I normally like to schedule a bye week for this week because
Yeah.
it's just a hassle. If you got a game on Friday, trying to get kids up on the holiday
Yeah.
has been trouble in the years past. So
Yeah.
we really wanted to have a bye week, had some scheduling conflicts, and ended up being able to take this game. A lot of good things about this game, good opportunity for our kids and our program, but the thing that made it really work is it's a Saturday game.
Yeah.
So we did get to take Monday off. Now
Mhm.
our coaches got Sunday off. We came in and met Monday. The kids got Monday off, and then we treated Tuesday like Monday.
So it's
Wednesday
really
like Tuesday.
Thursday today.
It's really Thursday,
Okay.
and,
Right.
and nobody really knows what day it is because we've been off all week. But we tried to stay on our routine and just bump everything back one day.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what's the plans to get up there, because being a 1 o'clock game, we're gonna have to leave pretty early Saturday morning.
Yeah, we're going to take our top 35 up tonight, and we're going to try to go check out the Bowles Brunswick
Okay.
game, let them see the stadium,
Okay.
hang out there for a little bit, and then we'll go back and stay in the hotel. The rest of the group will come up at 8 o'clock, and we'll meet them at the stadium at 11:30, and we'll do our pregame meal there and our devotion, and then get ready and go to pregame.
So we're treating this pretty much like one of those long northern playoff games that we do.
Right, we got some stuff we do on our game days.
Yeah.
You know, we like to get them up. We normally like to get a lift in.
Yeah.
You know, and get some blood flowing.
Yeah.
But obviously we can't do that. But we're gonna get a good stretch. We're gonna get an offensive walkthrough, a defensive walkthrough. We got some special teams meetings, and then some offensive and defensive meetings to kind of finish up our week of preparation. And that's what we do every week. And so, you know, if you got up and leave at 7:30 or 8, it's kind of like Little
Yeah.
League again. You
That's
just
right.
Get up, grab your helmet, go play ball.
Yeah.
That's right. Walk
You know,
out and play.
We do a little bit more than that.
Yes.
So, you know, we're
Yes.
gonna try to go and keep it
good.
in our routine.
Yeah. Well, Coach, before we get to talking about Madison, the team, and I want to hear what your thoughts are about them. You know, I like to talk about the facility here. I noticed y'all spend some time in the rotunda doing some walkthroughs. We also use the theater for some watching film. Talk about this facility again and the uses that you're getting out of it. Obviously, one day we'd like to have everything out here, but just being here is pretty cool.
Right. Well, it's tough to get everything at one time.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
unless you just fall into a ton
Yeah.
of money. You know, but
Yes.
we don't do any practice in here,
Mhm.
and we don't do any eating here.
Hmm.
But we do everything else here.
Yeah.
So we got the weight room for our lifting. We got our coaches' offices for our meetings.
Mhm.
We use the auditorium for some team meetings.
Yep.
And my only complaint there is it's a little too comfortable. And those kids' eyes get a little heavy.
So you need to bring in some of them white chairs, and they have to sit in the white
We
chair.
make them stand up so they get to looking sleepy.
That's right.
But yeah, we do a lot of team meetings in the auditorium. We do the gym and this area here for walkthroughs.
Yeah.
And so we've been able to use a lot of this campus. And I mean, like you said, just having a rotunda like this, we got to thinking about walkthroughs. And,
Yeah.
we do a walkthrough on Wednesday, but it's after school.
Yeah.
Right.
So we use the gym. But on
Yeah.
our game day walkthrough on Friday, we're talking about where can we do it during 4th block. There's kids in the gym.
Yeah.
And this is a great place right here.
Yeah.
It's definitely big enough. And
Yeah.
so it's really good facilities, and we've been trying to make use of them and get used to where we're going and what we're doing, but it's been great.
Hank, if you notice, I'm trying to let everybody know
Yes.
that we spent $42 million and we're using every
Hey,
bit
I
of
was
it.
gonna say, we use it for a lot of things that you wouldn't think of. I would never have thought that
Yeah.
the football team would use the rotunda for walkthroughs, but how about that? You know, just another way to use the facility. Take advantage of what you
That's
have.
right, that's
Without
right.
a doubt.
Now,
Without a doubt.
Coach, well, we had some USDA people. Jason Dunn hosted the USDA people here earlier this week, and they wanted to do a tour of the high school. And I brought them through here, and I made sure I showed them our trophy over there. And we sat there, and they listened to me talk for a little while about the trophy. So
It ain't the biggest trophy, but
Hey.
it means a lot
It
more
means the
than
most.
it is
Yes.
inside.
That's
You
right.
gotta-
It certainly means the most.
well, it don't look like much, but you got. I make them get up there and read it.
Yeah.
I don't let them get just right here. But so all right, let's talk a little bit about Madison, Florida. Let's talk about the team. Their coach is now in Coffee County. Big Rob doesn't move back to Florida. So you know, you say, you know, they got a new coach.
Right.
Maybe there's going to be some issues there, but every coach that I've talked to, and I hadn't talked to you yet, they're not missing a beat.
No, you know, the first thing you look at when you see them is they've got tradition.
Yep.
You know, I've heard people say they've won 4 of the last 5, 5 of the last 6. I don't know exactly what it is, but they win a lot of
Yeah.
championships.
Yes.
So you got kids that expect to win.
Right.
And whenever you win like that, you know they're working. You
Right.
know, they didn't just show up and
Yeah.
win. So you
Right.
got kids that know how to work. You got kids that know how to win. They expect to win. When the tape comes on, the first thing that jumps out is their team speed.
Yep.
They're extremely fast. And there's an old saying in coaching that about speed, you either got it or you're chasing it. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell y'all, we're going to be chasing
We're gonna be
this
chasing
Saturday.
it.
And so they're extremely fast.
Yeah.
And I mean everywhere.
Yeah.
The quarterback's a dual threat guy. He's a returning starter. He can throw it to the 4-star wideout that's going to Maryland, or he can run it. And he's fast, and the 4-star wideout's fast. They'll line him up at running back and give it to him. They've got another running back. They got 2 more running backs that are kind of thunder and lightning. Number 10 is extremely fast and can go 80 yards at any point in time. Number 27 is a sophomore that starts at linebacker, but runs some running back as well. And he's very similar to number 6 that we faced from last week. And
Yes.
so
That
our
dude is
defense
loaded.
has got an incredible task ahead of them.
Yeah.
They really do. The team speed and just the balance. They spread the field and make you cover, you know, vertically, horizontal, and they just get their athletes in space, and their athletes are faster than everybody they play. And so I can tell you right now, we're not going to stop them.
Yeah.
We're going to have to try to slow them down
Right.
and try to rip the ball out here or there and maybe steal a possession because they're going to get us some.
Yeah. Well, I don't really want to go now, Hank. But hey, I am
Hey.
going to be there because that ain't the first time I've heard
No.
that kind of
We-
scenario, and then we come away.
We like a challenge, and hey, and our guys, they know how to work, and our guys know how to win. But don't get me wrong, now this is going to be a big challenge for us tomorrow. But I'm certain that Coach will have the troops ready to roll.
Well, Coach, I totally messed this up because we were supposed to talk about the last week in the beginning, but you know, we've had 2 pretty good. This will be 3 really, really good opponents. And last week, you know, we got out there by the skin of our teeth, and the good thing is there's a lot of things that you identified that we've got to work on, and that we will fix, and we'll be a better team for it.
Yeah, I was really disappointed in how we played last week.
Yeah.
We had a good week of practice, but we were just flat. There was no energy. There was no enthusiasm. And I don't know if we were caught looking ahead to this game
Yeah.
or just one of those games that, you know, you don't get up for.
Right.
But we missed 21 tackles on defense, and a lot of that has to do with that running back. But you're not going to win a lot of games missing
Yeah.
21 tackles. Offensively, we had a 4th down and 1 where we just drop a snap.
Yeah.
We had a turnover on a little screen that we don't run the right route. numerous pre-snap penalties.
Yep.
Yes.
And it just, the execution was ugly, and we were, to be frank with you, we were very lucky to get out of there
Yeah.
alive and with a win, because we were really not the better team.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we made some plays in the special teams area. Their last drive, they took a timeout to the house and just let 40 seconds run off the clock, and
Yes.
we thank them for that, surely. But it was a game that could have gone either way.
Yep.
And we played poorly enough that we could have, should have, and would have lost that game. But our kids have fought hard, and the one benefit that I see right now, even though we're not playing really good football, is that we're battle tested. We've
Yeah.
been in
Yeah.
3 of our games. 2 of them we've won by 1 point. Now I know Xavier scooped and scored to make it 8.
Yeah.
Right.
We scored with 40 seconds, so that's
Yes.
pretty much both of them
Yeah.
you can consider
Right.
1-point victories. One of them we had to go 96 yards in 3 minutes with our offense. One of them we had to get a stop with our defense. So we're getting some valuable experience of having to close out games and come from behind and be tough and gritty and play 4 quarters. And I'm proud of our kids for that, because one thing you can't knock them for, they found a way to win.
Yep, they
And,
do.
Tough teams do that.
Yep.
But when you're playing teams like we got this week, if
It
we
ain't gonna
play
work.
like that, unless we can overcome like a 42-point comeback in the 4th quarter, it's not going to be in the
Yes.
cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Hank, Coach don't schedule any cupcakes. Have
No.
you noticed that?
No, no. Well, and I'm gonna be honest. I like it that
Yeah,
way.
I do
really
too.
do.
I do
I
too.
like it. It prepares you for your region schedule, and it certainly prepares you for playoff time. So I really enjoy the tough schedule.
One thing it allows you to do is when you go against people that are good, they're going to show you where
Yeah,
you're messing.
that's
You're
right.
not good, and so
Yes.
it don't mean that we'll be great at it, but it means it's pointed out to us now, and
Well-
we can go back and start to work on it. you
Yes.
know?
I agree.
Yeah.
If you play a cupcake and you're just rolling over them, you have no idea what it's like to be tested. And I
Hey.
think that's what I like the strategy.
I completely agree. And selfishly, it's a lot more fun to call those 1-point wins
Yeah.
than it is those 50-point wins. But I know Coach would probably rather have the 50-pointers.
I'll-
Hey, me and Bill can sit up there and be bored. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll take just a normal 14-point victory.
That'll do.
We'll be
Okay.
fine.
Well, Coach, thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and have a good trip this afternoon, and
Yes.
be careful, and we'll see you over in Brunswick tomorrow.
Thank y'all.
Good
Thank
luck
you,
tomorrow,
bud.
Coach.
All right, Hurricane fans, we're going to take a short break. We're going to get Bill back up here, and we're going to wrap this thing up, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, Hurricane fans, we're back at, I was going to say JC Stadium. We're back at the Rotunda at Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy, and Bill, Hank, and good show this morning.
Excellent show.
A couple things we want to touch on. I want to thank Mr. Bubbles Car Wash and Southern Veneer for sponsoring Breakfast with the Canes. Miss Via Walker.
Via Walker.
Excuse me, Via.
Yes.
A junior here at Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy.
That's right.
And Andy Gayton working the cameras.
Yes. For
Mr.
the-
Wise wasn't here this morning.
Right.
Had a little situation, and I went down there and I said, guys, y'all know what to do, and they went to grabbing up stuff. Bill, that's the
right.
way we train them.
Set everything up. Be ready to go. The FHS CCA AV class.
Yeah, there you go.
I cut it down.
Yeah.
AV class. But we certainly appreciate them being here this morning, and they do a wonderful job.
They do.
Hank, that's not his full time.
No,
you
it's
know.
not.
I just-
No, it's not.
You know, we paying him by the letter.
By the letter. Yes, he
So,
wants them all now.
But let's thank these students again, Hal. This class, this is part of the training process for
Yes,
this
it is.
class.
Via
And,
Walker and Andy
yeah.
Gayton doing a good job.
and we
Thank you,
hope
guys.
soon maybe they'll live stream this. They're working
Yes.
on that,
Yep.
I think. So we'll want to thank them for that. Hank and Hal, I want to mention a couple of things. This event we're fixing to go to is that there's 14 teams involved, 7 games. Of course, last night McIntosh County and West Nassau played. Glen Academy and Creekside also played last night. Tonight on the agenda, Charlton County and University Christian, Brunswick and Bowles, a 7:30 start for that group tonight. And then tomorrow, Fitzgerald and Madison County, Coffee and St. Augustine, and Richmond Hills and Baker County, Florida. So that's the games left to play. It's an event you can go down buy one ticket and see
Yes.
more than one game.
Yep.
So we hope a lot of folks will make that trip and support not only our team, but these
Right.
other teams from Georgia that's participating in this event.
Without a doubt, Bill. A lot of good high school football. If you're a high school football fan, Brunswick is the place to be
Yep.
this weekend. You can go over there this afternoon, and you can see 5 ball games, 2 tonight and 3 tomorrow. and really enjoyed it and get to see some good high school football.
Hal, we're planning on starting our pregame show 2 hours before the kickoff, so that'll be 11
Yep.
o'clock, and we'll be involved with that. And tune in at 11 o'clock and for the road show, and then the kickoff at 1 o'clock, Fitzgerald versus Madison County, Florida.
We've had
Sounds
some
good.
crazy things happen over the last couple of years, and I think this is going to be a fun adventure.
It is.
It's going to be something fun to do, guys. I want to mention something. We had our first meeting last night. You know, I'm not the tennis coach. I've been relieved of my duties, Bill. I've been relieved of my duties as a tennis coach.
Is there a story behind that?
There's a story. We got a real
better
tennis
coach came
A
in.
better
Yes.
coach came in.
Yes.
So.
A real tennis coach.
Yeah, a
Yes,
real
that's
tennis
right.
coach, real live one. Coach Charity Andrews is gonna be our tennis coach, but I have asked her. I was like, can I hang on and be an assistant? And she agreed. So we're doing a tennis tournament, and I wanted to let everybody know that it's gonna be November 19th out here on our new tennis courts.
Yes.
And Hank, we're doing something a little cool. One of our friends that had passed away, Bill, Miss Mandy Weeks Mumford. We're going to honor her. We got a bench we bought, and we're going to put a plaque, put her record on it, and we're going to set it right there on the girls' #1 court. So you can come watch the girls' #1 and sit right there on Mandy's
good.
bench.
Yes.
And we're going to raise some money for the tennis program that day, and we're also going to you have the opportunity to sponsor the tennis team and the tournament. We're going to have T-shirts. Bill, we're going to have music out
Yes.
there. You know, sometimes you ain't.
You and I decided we're just going to plan
Yeah.
to do it outside
Yeah,
next
I was
year.
gonna say, yeah, we're from the stands.
All right, Hurricane fans, we're back one more time from
Yes.
the Rotunda.
Technical difficulties, Hal.
Technical difficulties. But what I was saying, boys, is I got demoted, or I got relieved of my duties as tennis coach.
Okay, we've got a new
Yes.
coach that's coming
A
in.
real tennis coach.
Yes.
A real live tennis coach. Miss Charity Andrews.
Okay.
She's PE teacher here at Fitzgerald High School,
All right.
College and Career Academy. And she's been a college tennis player and a college tennis coach.
Okay.
So I
Outstanding.
think she outranks me, Bill.
Just slightly, Hal, just
Yeah.
slightly.
Just, you're not giving me a chance to say anything. Okay. You're breaking right in there.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help
you're
myself.
okay,
Hal.
you're okay.
I couldn't help myself.
I know when I've been bested. Sims called me in his office. He said, "You're fired."
Yes.
With pay?
Well, no, I don't think I get paid. But the reason I want to talk about
Yeah.
this to wind up Breakfast with the Canes is we all have a very good friend that passed away, Miss
Sure.
Mandy Weeks Mumford, and we're doing a tennis tournament to raise money for our tennis program, but we also want to honor Mandy, and we've got a bench that we've purchased. Garber's class is putting together a plaque.
Yes.
We're gonna put a record on there and her name and a few little other things about Mandy, and we're gonna set it right outside the girls' #1 court. So Bill, if you want to come sit on Mandy's bench and watch the
right.
tennis match, you're welcome
I'll
to do it.
sure do that,
I
Hal.
think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
And I
but
need to bring my checkbook too, Don.
bring your checkbook.
Yes.
That's
Yeah. November 19th, we're having a tournament. We're gonna have a just for fun doubles tournament. So we'll have the youngsters and we'll draw names of the grown-ups, and that'll be your partner.
Hank, how about me and you?
Yes.
Doubles partner.
Y'all
telling
both grown-ups.
A lot of things I do well, but tennis is not one of them.
And then we're gonna have a more competitive
Yeah.
bracket, and
Yes.
we're gonna have 2 tournaments, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have food out here.
Yes.
We're gonna have music. We're gonna have T-shirts. Everybody, if you play in the tournament, you get a T-shirt. If you want to come buy one, we'll sell you a T-shirt, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
What's the date of that, Hal, again?
November 19th.
That's coming
is-
up before you know it.
It's
Yes.
on Saturday. Bill, have you been out there to see our
I
court?
have.
They
I
look
have.
good,
They
don't
do.
they?
Very
really
nice.
do.
They're
Very nice.
purple and gray.
Yes.
And
I was gonna
think
say, I
that-
love the purple courts.
yeah,
They look
it's gonna
good.
be good.
Look
You
at
know,
that.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, our tennis coach will be extremely pleased with our team if they are half as competitive as Mandy was
Oh,
back
yeah,
in the
yeah,
day.
yeah,
If
yeah.
they could just want to compete half as hard as Mandy always did, I think our tennis coach would be very pleased with the effort that her team
Yeah,
gives.
yeah.
Guys, you know, it seems like we just started football season, but we really haven't. We're closing in on the mid-season.
Yes.
And you know, there's other sports, basketball,
Yeah.
that's getting ready to crank up. Wrestling is getting ready to crank up those winter sports. And those guys will have a date that they can start, and that's coming
Right.
up pretty soon. So let's stay in touch with that group of those sports as well.
There's a lot of things educationally and extracurricular that you
Yes.
can do here at Fitzgerald High School, College and Career Academy, and we're just proud of our facility, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, Hal, we've got softball and
Yep.
competitive cheer going on right now. May want to get some of those
Yeah.
ladies in here to speak with us
Cross
one
country.
Friday. Cross country's going on. I mean, we got a lot of sports that are going on currently that we could certainly talk to out here on some Friday morning.
Well, I think that's one of the cool things that we were able to do here with Braxton Canes, and we'll do just that
Yes.
next Friday. But that's going to wrap us up for this Friday. Thank you to Mr. Bubbles Car Wash and Southern Veneer for sponsoring Breakfast with the Canes again this year. And guys, we'll see you. I think we all just going to get over there as best we
Yes.
3 cars, 3 different directions. and
Yes, some
see y'all at
going
the
today,
stadium.
some
Yeah.
going tomorrow, but we'll all meet tomorrow at the stadium, and we'll be there with you.
can. All right, we'll see y'all in Brunswick.
Have a good day.
See you tomorrow.